The antiseptic sting burned in Jake's nostrils as his eyes fluttered open. Each breath was a shard of glass in his chest. A heart monitor beeped a steady rhythm in the sterile, cold hospital room. Vision clearing, a voice sliced through the haze. "Did you really think you could keep up, Jake?" Seraphina. Her tone was ice, her expression colder. Arms crossed, stance rigid with contempt, each word a blade twisting in Jake's reeling mind. He turned his head, slowly. She stood at the foot of the bed, eyes like flint. The woman he'd trusted, built his life around, now a stranger. Her disdain a brutal reminder of everything lost. Before Jake could speak, another voice, thick with venom. "Pathetic." Damien. Leaning against the wall, relaxed pose a stark contrast to the hate in his gaze. "Look at you, broken toy, still clueless." Jake shifted his focus to Damien, his brother's partner. Damien's smirk was pure, smug triumph. Satisfaction oozed from him. What is this about?" Jake croaked, voice raw but defiance flickering. Damien dragged a chair to the bedside, exaggerated ease. "Seraphina," he said, a cruel grin flicking toward her, "has been invaluable. While you were playing house, she's been making our investors very happy." Jake's jaw tightened. Silence a thin veil over the storm raging inside. "It's not just numbers, Jake," Damien continued, savoring his dominance. "It's connections. And your wife, well, she's been forging some intimate connections." Seraphina laughed, a chilling, dismissive sound, like Damien's words were a joke only they understood. "Stop this," Jake growled, voice low, resolute. Damien leaned in, grin widening. "Or what? You can't even sit up, let alone stop me." With a flourish, Damien pulled a thick envelope from his pocket and tossed it onto Jake's lap. The weight pressed against Jake's battered ribs, a grimace of pain. "Go ahead," Damien sneered. "Take a look." Jake's trembling hands fumbled with the envelope. Glossy photos spilled out, each one a blow. Seraphina with other men, laughing, embracing, smiling, like Jake was a ghost. Familiar faces, colleagues, investors, people from his world. "That's enough," Jake muttered, voice cracking, shoving the photos away. Damien chuckled, low, sinister. "Oh, you don't get it, do you? These aren't just pictures. They're leverage. Proof Seraphina's loyalty lies elsewhere. Even your brother sings her praises. Can't stop bragging." Jake clenched fists under the thin hospital blanket, body tight with fury. "You think this is the end?" he asked, voice quiet, firm. Damien raised an eyebrow, amused. "The end, Jake? It was over the moment you checked into this hospital. You're out. Out of the company, out of the picture entirely. One phone call and you'll be out of this bed too." Seraphina's voice, sharp, unyielding, sliced through the tension. "Honestly, Jake, you should have seen this coming. Look at yourself." She gestured at his fragile state with disdain. "Weak, broken. Did you really think I'd be satisfied with this?" Jake's eyes locked on hers, desperately searching for a flicker of the woman he'd loved. For a fleeting second, he thought he saw something. Doubt? Remorse? Gone in a blink, replaced by cold indifference. "I married you because I believed in your potential," she said, brutal candor. "But you let it slip away. You became boring." "Boring?" Jake's voice rose, cracking with frustration. "I sacrificed everything to build a life for us, Seraphina. I worked day and night to give you everything." She rolled her eyes, expression unchanging. "You gave me a life I never asked for. I deserve more, Jake. More than you could ever provide." Jake's fists trembled. Anger surged. "You'll regret this," he said, voice low, unwavering. Damien laughed, grating, mocking. "Regret, Jake? You're delusional. Stay down next time. You won't make it to the hospital. With a smug pat on Jake's shoulder, Damien rose and sauntered to the door. Take care, buddy, he quipped with a wink. Seraphina lingered, gaze lingering on Jake. Whatever thought crossed her mind remained unspoken. Without a word, she turned, followed Damien out. Their footsteps echoed as they left him alone. Jake stared at the ceiling, thoughts a whirlwind of pain, humiliation, rage. Every memory, every betrayal threatened to suffocate him, but as he lay there, broken, something fierce ignited within him. His breathing slowed, steadying. Hardened resolve took hold. I'm done with all of you, he whispered to the empty room. But this isn't over, not by a long shot. The heart monitor beeped, rhythmic, insistent. Jake's mind sharpened. They thought they'd won. They had no idea who they were dealing with. Unease gnawed at Jake when Ethan started acting strangely. One afternoon, Ethan approached, uncharacteristically grave. Jake, can we talk? Jake looked up, brow furrowed. What's going on? Ethan shifted, hesitant. It's the investors. They're asking for additional assurances. Damien and I are handling it. Jake's expression tightened. Additional assurances? What kind? Ethan avoided his gaze. Just trust us. We've got it covered. He walked away, leaving Jake with a growing dread. Over the next days, Damien's cryptic comments deepened Jake's unease. You gotta be ready to compromise, Jake, Damien remarked casually, leaning back with an infuriating smirk. Sometimes keeping the big players happy means bending a little. Jake's eyes narrowed. What compromises are you talking about? Damien chuckled, brushing it off. You'll see, when the time's right. Ambiguity that simmered in Jake's gut. No proof to push further. Late one night, Jake sat alone, scotch in hand, clock ticking in the silence. Front door creak broke his thoughts. Seraphina entered, heels clicking on the floor. You're up late, she remarked, setting her purse down. So are you, Jake replied, tone sharper than intended. Seraphina paused, eyes narrowing. Is this gonna be a thing now? You waiting up like I'm a rebellious teenager? Jake ignored the jab. Where were you tonight? Work, she responded curtly, slipping off her shoes. Meetings don't schedule themselves at this hour. Who has meetings at midnight? Jake asked, standing, placing his glass on the table. Her expression hardened. Are you seriously accusing me of something? After everything I do for us? For us? Jake's voice rose, frustration breaking free. You've been distant for months. You avoid me. Come home late, smelling like someone else's cologne. Seraphina rolled her eyes, poured wine. You're imagining things. No, I'm not, Jake shot back, stepping closer. I know something's going on, Seraphina. You're hiding something. Her voice turned icy. Maybe you should focus on fixing your own messes, instead of creating new ones. Isn't your company already in enough trouble? Words that cut deep. Jake stood speechless as she brushed past, heading upstairs. Good night, Jake. Dismissive. Final. Days later, everything unraveled. Seraphina left her laptop open. Kitchen counter. Notification caught Jake's eye. Message from Damien. Great job last night. Investors thrilled. Let's plan something special next week. Jake's stomach churned. Vague, but wrong. Heart pounding, he clicked chat history. The further he read, the more messages confirmed his worst fears. Seraphina, you really impressed them. Investors can't stop praising you. Damien. This is dangerous. Jake's not an idiot. Seraphina. Relax. He's too busy with his failing company to notice. Damien. Jake's hands trembled, closing laptop. Heart heavy with betrayal. He needed answers. Next morning, private investigator. Desperate move, but instinct screamed. Olivia Miller. Seasoned, no nonsense. Small cafe. Laid out suspicions. I think my wife's cheating, but it's more. Something bigger, undermining my company. Olivia nodded, pen poised. I'll need everything. Schedule, meetings, strange behavior. Weeks. Olivia's findings chipped away at Jake's fragile resolve. Serafina wasn't just unfaithful. Deeply involved with Ethan, Damien, key investors, photos, private moments with Damien, secretive talks with Ethan, exclusive gatherings with powerful men. Olivia uncovered more. Ethan and Damien exploiting Serafina's connections, charm, unethical deals, schemes directly undermining Jake's authority, company he built. One evening, Olivia handed Jake thick envelope. Everything, she said grimly. Videos, grainy, incriminating. Serafina central figure in schemes, making promises, laughing with investors, strategizing with Ethan, Damien. Last video ended. Weight of heartbreak crushed Jake. Woman he loved, stranger, betrayed him on every level. What are you planning to do? Olivia's voice, soft. Jake clenched fists. Voice steady, cold. They think I'm weak. They'll regret underestimating me. He planned meticulously, evidence damning, resolve hardened, betrayal memory fueling him. Phone. Ethan's number. We need to talk, Jake said, voice devoid of emotion. No room for refusal. Ethan's sarcasm unmistakable. Oh, now you're interested? Sulking over bruised pride? Jake's reply sliced tension. Enough. Office. Tomorrow, noon. Ethan hesitated, feigned indifference. Fine. Don't waste my time. Next day, Jake alone. State-of-the-art conference room. Sleek glass walls. Cityscape sprawling. Fingers tapped table. Calm exterior. Storm inside. City, he commanded. Labyrinth. Ethan arrived. Signature confidence. Smirk, once charming, now malice. Tossed jacket. Slouched opposite Jake. All right, big brother. Lazy tone mocking. What's the emergency? Without a word, Jake slid folder across table. Expression unreadable. Look inside. Ethan's smugness faltered. Flipped documents. Eyes narrowed. Cocky grin fading. More calculating. Closed folder. Quiet snap. Leaned back nonchalant. You've been busy, I see. Exposing the truth, Jake retorted, voice cold. You turned my wife, my life, into tools for your schemes. How do you sleep? Ethan shrugged dismissively, apathy infuriating. You had one job, Jake. Run the business. Stay out of my way. Jake's composure cracked, voice rising. While you manipulate Serafina, use her like some pawn, you're sick, Ethan. Ethan smirked, sharper, venomous. Delusional if you think she's some victim. Honestly, she's better off without you. Jake's fists clenched, knuckles white. You think I'll let you keep treating me like dirt? This ends here, Ethan. Ethan laughed hollowly, shaking head. Ends? Jake, you've already lost. You just don't know it yet. Door swung open. Damien entered. Grin dripping mockery. 2 imposing men flanking him. Quiet menace. Well, well, Damien drawled, leaning against doorframe. Little family reunion. Charming. Jake's glare could melt glass. Leave, Damien. This doesn't concern you. Damien ignored him, smirk deepening. On the contrary, Jake, you've been stirring up trouble. Makes it my business. Jake's gaze darted to the men. Silent warning. So, you bring muscle? Afraid to handle things yourself? Jake spat, contempt laced. Damien chuckled lightly. Consider it insurance. You've been unpredictable lately. Coward, Jake spat. Damien's smile didn't waver. Maybe, but I'm a coward who knows how to win. Room thickened with tension. Jake leaned forward. I'm done playing games. Taking everything to the board. Corruption, blackmail, all of it. Ethan snorted. The board? They'll listen to you? They're profiting from this. Damien stepped forward, tone icy. Here's the thing, Jake. You're in way over your head. Walk away now. Some dignity left. And if I don't? Jake shot back, voice firm. Damien's grin vanished. Snapped fingers. Men moved. First punch hit Jake's stomach. Sledgehammer. Air expelled. Another blow slammed him against wall. Impact reverberated. Bruised ribs screamed. "Stay down," Damien said coldly. Jake struggled, pushed one man back, swung weakly. Futile, forced onto table, body agony, blood-filled mouth, metallic tang, vulnerability. Damien crouched. "You've got guts, but guts don't win battles. Power does. You've got none." Men released Jake, collapsed to floor. Damien tossed photos onto table. Serafina entwined with Damien, Ethan, others. Dagger in Jake's heart. "Consider this a warning," Damien said, final tone. "Next time won't just be your ribs." Jake, bleeding, battered, locked eyes with Ethan. Expression nothing. "You'll pay for this," Jake rasped, determination thick. Ethan's laugh, low, cold. "Unlikely. Get comfortable down there. That's where you belong." 3 men left. Footsteps ominous echoes. Jake lay motionless. Cold floor, ceiling, body screamed, mind burned. Singular resolve. They thought silenced, crushed him. Wrong. Far from over. Jake awoke. Hospital bed, beeping machines, sterile room, movement agony, refused to weaken, body broken, will stronger, underestimated him, wouldn't give up. Not now, not ever. Rebuild stronger, betrayer's face reckoning. First step, sever ties. Evening, entered house, measured steps, lingering pain. Serafina sprawled on couch, phone, oblivious, indifference. "You're back." Jake's reply, icy, tone she hadn't heard. "Don't get too comfortable." Serafina looked up, confusion. "What's that supposed to mean?" "I'm done," he said, tossing manila envelope on coffee table. "Divorce papers, sign them." Serafina's lips curled, mocking smile. Arrogance intact. "You really think you can get rid of me? You'd crumble without me. Company's already hanging by a thread." Jake leaned closer, eyes hard, unwavering. "Company doesn't matter. You don't matter. Sign papers, or this gets uglier than you can imagine." Brief falter in her confident exterior. "You wouldn't dare." Spat. Voice wavered. Reluctantly, grabbed pen. Signed. Exaggerated flourish. "You'll regret this." Jake took papers. No hesitation. "Not as much as you will." Left. No looking back. Week later. Jake's sleek office. Olivia Johnson. Lawyer. Reputation dismantling corrupt organizations. Surgical precision. Scanned documents. Sharp eyes. Solid, crisp tone. Fraud, embezzlement, tax evasion. Your former associates have been busy. They also used my wife, Jake added, jaw tight. Olivia arched eyebrow. Messy, but useful. Closing file. Looked directly at him. "You've got nothing left to lose, Jake." "Let's take them all down." Weeks, storm of activity. Jake sifted documents, deceit layers. Olivia's team relentless, damning case. Every discovery hardened Jake's resolve. One afternoon, Olivia slid folder across table. "Nailed Damien. Skimming funds, Ethan, laundering, shell company." Jake flipped evidence, determination growing. "What about investors?" "Most oblivious," Olivia said. "But public, they'll scatter like rats." Jake nodded. "Good, let's start the fire." First blow, anonymous media leak. Headlines screamed corruption. Damien, Ethan faces everywhere. Reporters swarmed. Reputations crumbled. Court hearing day. Jake outside courthouse. Damien, Ethan, legal teams. Confident facades gone. Anxious glances, pale faces. "Enjoying the view?" Olivia asked, knowing smile. "Terrified," Jake replied. "They should be," Olivia quipped. "Every reason." Months. Jake. Olivia dismantled Damien, Ethan's empire. Accounts frozen, lawsuits, federal investigations. Investors abandoned sinking ship. Damien. Ethan defenseless. Serafina stripped connections, influence. Tried to reach Jake. "Please, Jake," begged over phone. "We need to talk." "Nothing to discuss," Jake replied coldly. "I made mistakes. We can fix this," she pleaded. Jake's laugh bitter. "Fix this? You destroyed everything I built. Betrayed me. No fixing that." "I was manipulated," she protested. "You knew exactly what you were doing," Jake cut her off. "Now you're facing consequences. Goodbye, Serafina." Ended call. Relief. Firm's collapse. End of chapter. Jake's new office, city view, raised champagne glass with Olivia. Celebration. "To new beginnings," Jake said. "And to revenge, done right," Olivia added, clinking glass. Ethan lost everything. Assets seized, reputation shattered. Damien fled country, extradited, charges. Serafina shunned, powerless, unable to rebuild. Jake thrived. Rebuilt life. Strength, clarity. One evening, email, job inquiry, familiar name. Serafina. Stared briefly, deleted, no second thought. First time months, Jake smiled. Not triumph. Peace. Reclaimed. Risen unbreakable. Ready future. "Jake, we need to talk." Her voice trembled. Doorway. Desperation etched eyes. Jake leaned against frame, arms crossed, expression cold. "Talk?" Words cut silence. "After everything, what's left?" Tears streamed face, clasped trembling hands, plea soft, urgent. "Jake, I was wrong. Mistake. I need you." His laugh sharp. "Need me, or what I could give you?" Face contorted anguish, lips quivered. "I didn't realize what I had until I lost it. Didn't see what you meant to me." Jake's gaze darkened. Venom. "You didn't lose me, Serafina. You threw me away. You made your choice. Now you're here because you can't handle what came after." Desperation surged, reached for his arm. "I'll do anything to fix this. Please, Jake, I was blind, foolish, didn't understand." Shook off grasp. Deliberate movement. Stepped back into apartment. Left her threshold. "No, Serafina. You didn't suddenly have epiphany. You ran out of options." Still. She followed. Inside. Heels clicking marble floors. Eyes wandered opulent surroundings. Sleek furnishings. Expansive view. Glittering cityscape. Aura of power. "This place. Incredible," she murmured. Jake's derisive scoff shattered silence. "Admiring decor won't change anything. Sit. Say what you came to say. Leave." Perched edge of couch, hands twisting nervously. "I've lost everything, Jake. Damien, Ethan, gone. They used me, like I used you. Now I have nothing." Jake settled opposite. Piercing gaze. "Why should I care? Want me to pity you?" "No," she whispered, voice raw. "I just hoped you'd understand. Maybe forgive me." Leaned forward. Tone blade slicing air. "Forgive you? Lies? Betrayal? You helped them destroy everything. Now asking forgiveness?" Voice cracked. Tried to explain. Words tumbling. I was stupid. Caught up promises. Life I thought I wanted. Didn't realize what I was tearing apart until too late." Jake's eyes narrowed. Disdain. Did you grovel like this for Damien, Ethan? People you helped ruin? Face paled, shook head. Wasn't like that. Wasn't it? His voice whip. You looked me in the eye, told me I wasn't enough. Dull, pathetic. Remember that? Hands flew to face. Sobs racked body. I didn't mean it, choked out. Jake's tone softened, words no less cutting. Oh, you meant it. You were right. I was pathetic. Forever loving someone like you. Serafina collapsed floor, tears falling, polished surface. I'm begging you, Jake. Please. I'll do anything. Don't leave me like this. Stared at her. Wait moment. Turned. Walked to window. City below. You know what I've learned, Serafina? Years trying to be what you wanted. Giving everything. None of it mattered. You never valued me. Only cared what I could offer. Crawled toward him, hem of pants. That's not true. I see you now, Jake. Man you've become. I love you. Stepped away. Bitter laugh. Don't insult me. You don't love me. Just afraid. Alone. Irrelevant. No! Cried, shaking head. I can change, Jake. I'll prove it. Brief softening expression. Fleeting. Walls built too strong. Shook head resolutely. You've proven enough. I'm done. Moved to door. Pulled open. Get out. Hesitated. Face despair. You'll regret this, whispered. Gaze unyielding. Only thing I regret is how much of my life I wasted on you. Closed door firmly. Sound echoed penthouse. Final stroke gavel. Moment stood silence. Weight past slipping. Turned back window. City. Tapestry, endless opportunity. Months passed. Storm confrontation faded. Memory. Ethan, Damien, untouchable no more. Publicly disgraced. Schemes bare. Jake's tenacity. Serafina, spared legal consequences. Reputation irreparably shattered. One crisp evening. Jake balcony. Cool breeze. City, once battleground. Horizon hope. First time years. Jake Anderson, truly free. Reputation shambles. Beacon elegance, charm. Story squandered potential. Tight-knit admirers dispersed. Invitations exclusive events ceased. Extravagant condo, Ethan financed, no longer sanctuary. Jake glimpsed her. Park. Olivia. Serafina alone. Bench. Echo, former glory. Meticulously groomed, replaced, disheveled, haunted. Disposable coffee cup. Eyes lingered aimlessly ground. Didn't notice Jake. No greeting. Everything all right? Olivia asked, fleeting hesitation. Jake nodded, gaze lingering. Just taken aback to see her like that. Olivia linked arm. She made her choices, Jake. Now consequences. Olivia's words resonated. Serafina's downfall inevitable. Jake no interest revisiting chaos. Memories tumultuous time surfaced. Olivia reappeared balcony. 2 wine glasses. Handed one. Settled beside him. Soothing anchor. Didn't know he needed. You're awfully quiet, remarked, studying him, faint smile. Just reflecting how far we've come. Good thoughts, I hope? Teased, eyebrow raised, chuckled softly. Sip wine. Mostly. Time I thought I'd never recover. Olivia leaned back, contemplative. Most people would have let it destroy them. You didn't. Turned it resilience. Jake swirled wine. Quiet voice. Didn't do it alone. You've been more than lawyer, Olivia. Foundation. Olivia laughed gently. Don't get sentimental, Jake. Remember, you paid me. Smirked. Went beyond that, didn't it? Didn't say directly, knowing curved lips said enough. Sunset vibrant hues. Olivia broke silence. Never asked, Jake. Dust settled. They're gone. What's next? Let question linger. Longest time. Thought revenge ultimate goal. Admitted. Now? Just want peace. Life without vigilance. Simple. Real. Olivia nodded thoughtfully. Sounds wonderful. Think you found it? Turned to her. Gaze unusually soft. Think I'm beginning to. Olivia met eyes, cheeks tinting. You've come so far, Jake. Man I met hospital room, man sitting here now, night and day. And you, Olivia? Jake asked, curious. You've been with me through it all. What do you want? Olivia's lips curved mischievously. Right now? Another glass of wine. Jake laughed, shaking head. Fair enough. Morning. Jake desk. Plans new venture. Not sprawling Empire Ethan, Damien. Honest. Untouched betrayal. Learn mistakes. Determine not repeat. Olivia walked in. Coffee cup. Already diving in? Teased. Always, he replied, setting papers aside. Leaned desk. You know, don't have to shoulder this alone anymore. People care about you. Jake nodded, sincere voice. I know. Grateful. Warm smile, hand on shoulder. Good, because you deserve it. Evening. Jake, Olivia, charity gala. First public appearances since Fallout. Murmur curiosity unmistakable. That's Jake Anderson, someone whispered. Heard about brother company? Olivia gave arm reassuring squeeze. Ignore them. I know, Jake replied. Composed demeanor. Surprised. Genuinely enjoyed evening. Danced. Shared stories. Laughed. Weight passed lighter each moment. Point. Olivia leaned close. You seem happy, murmured. Jake smiled, pulled closer. Think I finally am. Back penthouse later. Olivia paused door. Thanks tonight, softly said. For what? Jake puzzled. Letting yourself enjoy it. Showing me you're not just surviving anymore, you're living. Jake nodded. Quiet warmth. Guess I have you to thank for that. Olivia shook head gently. You did it, Jake. I just handed tools. Turned leave. He caught her hand. Olivia. Voice steady. Looked back expectantly. Stay, he said simply, lips curved tender smile. Stepped back inside, closed door. Next morning. Sunlight golden glow. Jake window. Coffee. City stir. First time years. Profound peace. Betrayal. Anger. Pain. Still story. No longer defined him. Jake Anderson. Man renewed. Ready future. Woman unwaveringly by his side. Gazed city. Quiet certainty. Only beginning.